Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't so do like and subscribe. Also hit that bell notification so you get a notification every time I do an update as far as my BBL or any other videos that I may be coming up with. Now today's video is going to be an update. Well, it's going to be a little bit of everything. It's going to be more of an update of my 3 to 4 week post-op weeks, and it's also going to be a small Q&A from all the questions, well, most of the questions that I got asked in the comments below from all of the videos put together. What else? I'm also going to give you a small update of as how my body's looking. I'll give you a small 360. I think that's it, actually. Oh, I also want to tell you of a few. Sorry if I'm looking down, is because I actually did notes this time, guys. So I need to stay organized because I want to be as much as informative as I can be. Because I know that there's not many videos out there that do explain a lot of the things. Most of them are more like a broken record, in other words, like they're repetitive on pretty much the same things. But I want to do something unique and, pretty much give you some tips and pretty, just the information that I was looking for that I couldn't find in videos. I did find some of that information when I would be Googling and stuff like that, but it just wasn't enough for me. Like, I felt like I could connect better if I was looking into somebody that was actually explaining this, or, to actually hear somebody that's going through it, not just me reading it, because I can actually live it if I don't see their emotions. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird, but that's the way I work, okay? Um, but yeah, let's start with as far as my 3 to 4 week update. How do I say this? There hasn't been much change. I gotta be as detailed as possible because I know that there's some people that are watching this and sometimes they don't understand what I'm trying to say. So I'm trying to make this as detailed as possible and try not to make the same mistake I did in the last video, because I guess I wasn't as detailed on some areas and some people couldn't understand me. So I'm gonna try to make it a little bit more detailed this video. But anyways, as far as my 3 to 4 week update, nothing much has changed. Well, a lot has changed actually, but at the first the 3 week post-op mark, that's when things started changing, because that's when I started walking straight, faster. I was able to squat down. I'm able to bend down. I found a new way to go into the bathroom, which pretty much saves me a lot of headache. What else? That's pretty much it. I'm a lot stronger. I'm starting to do like every day I'm trying to do a goal of walking at least 30 minutes, like to build up my stamina and my cardio and work those muscles out. Because sorry if I keep doing that, like pushing into the camera. It's just that I'm currently sitting on the floor. Not sitting on the floor, but I have my bobby pillow under me, and I keep having to fix it because it's uncomfortable. But yeah, I'm trying to work out and stretch out those muscles as much as I can. So I do like a small little cardio. Of course, to me it's cardio, and it feels like cardio because I just had surgery. If anybody's seen it, they will just call it normal walking. It's just normal walking. But to me, it feels like cardio. To me, it feels like I'm running a marathon, because I'm so tight and compressed. Which, by the way, right now I don't have my faja. I don't have my faja. I had a small situation in my apartment where the heater and the air conditioning and nothing wants to work. So it was like almost 80 degrees in my home, and I was really hot and I was sweating under the faja. I got really itchy, so I decided to take it off. Anyways, I wear it 24/7. So, 1 or 2 hours until they fix it. It's not bad at all. But yeah, I'm doing all of that, which is helping a lot on my recovery. What else? That's pretty much it. I tried to put on my stage 2 garment, but it was really, really tight. And I even did it with a foam, but it was so tight, it was cut into the foam was cutting into my skin even though I had a tank top on, and it was causing uneven compression, and it caused like this big dent on my body, and I didn't like that. So what I did was that I took it off, I took a shower, because usually when you take a shower your skin pretty much hops back to its place. So I took a shower and started massaging that area. Then I got my fiance to get some cocoa butter, which this is the cocoa butter that I'm using. Amazing. So he gets this and puts it on my back and massages me downwards and then out into my stomach. So yeah, that's as far as it's been so far. I am gonna show you my body after I'm done doing this video, because I don't want to have to be sitting up and sitting down kind of thing. So I just want to get this informative part out of the way. So if you want to see my post-op update as far as my body goes, you're gonna have to hang on with me into the end, or you can just fast forward, whatever pleases you. You know, it's your option. Yeah, so that's as far as my 3 to 4 week goes. Also, when I said this is blurring out. There we go. So when I said about the new way to go into the bathroom, so in the previous video I showed you how I was using a urinal, like a purple Go Girl urinal. It's a small one. I was having some trouble with it, like I told you guys, until I got the hang of it, which I showed you how I was holding it, how it was that I got the hang of it. But I told you, like, sometimes I will still pee my faja, and that's something that I hate. Excuse me, I hate it because I don't like sitting in my own pee. I don't want to. Nobody wants to sit in their own pee, honestly. So I decided to. I seen this YouTuber. I don't remember which YouTuber it was. I don't remember her name, honestly, but she says she zips on the faja, and she just stands over the toilet and let it go. That's all she does, and then you just wipe and you're good to go. So I tried it out, and it actually is so much better. I have not peed on my faja at all, so I guess that's good. Give me 1 second. I guess sorry. I think I'm gonna have to stand up either way, because I'm gonna have to get a pillow for this. 1 second. Anyways, I'm back. Sorry about that. So yeah, that's my 3 to 4 weeks. So if you have any more questions as far as my 3 to 4 weeks that you want me to be more specific about, you can just comment them down on the comments below, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. Like I said in my last video, I actually answer back to anybody's questions pretty quick. I usually don't take more than an hour, so yeah. But I'm gonna start with the Q&A section. As far as the Q&A, there's only like 10 questions or so, I want to say. But I'm gonna start with this specific one because it has to do with, I don't want to call it a complaint or whatever, because it is true. I need to be more detailed. This is not a dance routine or anything like that. So this person that commented on my last video wanted me to be more specific by what I meant on the last video when I said it's hard until you get the hang of it. When I said that, I was talking about the faja and the first few days post-op of surgery. When it comes to the faja, I showed on the last video how you put it on. I honestly, I cannot show you right now how to put it on because I don't have my faja on, and it's really hot, like I said, and I don't want to have to be sweating and having to go through that whole process right now. But if you watch my last video, you will see how I show you how is it that I put my foam, my board, and my faja on. But I am gonna be a little detailed, a little bit more detailed on the first post-op days. The first week was pretty bad. Um, in fact, okay, so what I mean by, okay, I don't know how to explain this. Okay, so this is something that you will not understand. I'm gonna try to explain it as much as I can, but it's something that you will not understand unless you actually live it. So I don't know if I said this last video, I probably did, but I'm gonna say it anyways. Literally, no matter how much research you do, honestly, I feel like you cannot get yourself ready. You can get yourself mentally prepared for it, and you're gonna know when you get out of surgery, you're gonna have quite a lot of knowledge of how the recovery process goes. But for as far as people that don't handle pain well or are allergic to the pain meds and cannot take them because they're allergic to the meds, just like I was, it's probably gonna be a pretty bumpy ride. The first week I was in a lot of pain. The first 2 days I wasn't because I was on Percocets. When I finally got my massage, that's when I noticed that I was allergic to the Percocets because since my torso area, it's my torso area is numb. Also, the Percocets, like I said previously, it what the Percocet does is that it numbs the part of your brain that handles the pain. So that's why most of the times you don't feel pain. But that's pretty much why I couldn't notice my rash, I guess. So when the massage lady noticed it, she told me to I had to go to the nurse to tell her about what was going on. She told me to stop taking the Percocet and start taking Tylenol extra strength in the daytime, and then Tylenol PM at night for helping me to sleep. So yeah, that's pretty much the first few days. Also, I will get dizzy when I would try to take a shower, like I said in the last video. So that's a whole nother story that that if you want to know about, you can also watch the last video about the whole thing that happened to me as far as fainting and how the whole thing went down. The first few days are really hard as far as having to go to the bathroom, having to take a shower, eat, drink, everything that you do on a normal day basis is just gonna be really hard to do. So that's what I mean by it's really hard until you get the hang of it, because it's your body just went through a whole process, a whole surgery thing that a lot of people think of it as simple, but it's not simple. Like your nerves are not damaged, but they're like disconnected. Fat is being sucked out. There's you're losing blood. If you're using a cell saver, you're getting most of the blood back, but you're still losing blood. And after surgery, when you're leaking, you still lose some blood, which is why they recommend you to take iron after surgery still, because you still need to build that iron level, that hemoglobin up, because you are losing quite a lot of blood still. But yeah, so that's what I meant by that. Hopefully I was able to answer that question. If I didn't, honestly, I don't know how much in detail you want me to go, because like I said, no matter how much I explain it, you're not gonna really understand me, because everybody goes through a different process. Maybe my process is not gonna be your process. My process, I haven't seen that one YouTuber that said that they went through exactly what I went through. Same as I've never seen a YouTuber that went exactly through like another YouTuber went through. It's just everybody's unique. Everybody's body's unique. Everybody has different doctors. Different doctors, they actually recommend different things. So this is just solely about my experience, what I went through, what I felt, what I've experienced so far, everything that I've needed, etc. Everything that goes with a BBL journey. Okay? Alrighty. So, I'm going to try to get up because my legs falling asleep. But, anyways, hopefully you guys can see me there. Okay. Hopefully you can see me there. Okay. So, another question that I was asked was, When do you have to start wearing your lipofoams in your boards, and for how long? When it comes to, is it blurring up? No, it's not. Okay. So when it comes to your lipofoams and your boards, that's actually going to be something you're gonna put on, or your masseuse is gonna put on, when you first get your surgery, your surgery, wow, your massage. When you first get your massage, afterwards they'll tell you that you can go ahead and put your lipofoams and your boards. This is with New Life. I don't know as far as other clinics. I'm not sure. I'm just going by my experience of what I went through New Life. So they went ahead and with everybody, you could wear your lipofoams and your boards after the first massage. You can also take your shower after the first massage. So that's pretty much about that. And you have to wear your foams and your boards for at least 6 weeks. That's what I got told. Faja wise, a lot of people say, honestly, my doctor didn't tell me. I tried to ask my doctor, for some reason, I don't know if he's busy or what. I don't know if I got the wrong number, but he is not answering my questions. But I did ask. I was trying to see as how much he recommended for me to use it, but I had to do my own research. And most of the people say that they wear for 3 to 6 weeks. Um, so no, they'll wear for up to 3 weeks. They'll wear 24/7. After the 3 weeks, they'll wear 12 hours yes, 12 hours no, which is what I am going to try to do. Just because right now I am numb, but I still have some feeling. I feel very not bloated, very swollen still. There's a lot of swollenness going on, but not as much as the first day. It has been going down. I'm starting to feel a lot more of my actual muscle underneath. So that's good. There's a lot of itching going on, but like I said, it's controlled when I'm like in a cool area. Because when I'm in a hot area, or I'm semi-hot, or just period, some type of hot, my body gets really itchy. And just in the lipo area, that's the only part that gets itchy. In my on my fat transfer area, of course. um so yeah. What else? Let's see. Yeah, that's it with that question. Now with the next question, what is the difference between a small back triangle and the full backboard? So when I asked this to my doctor, my well, at that moment it was Durante, which that's a whole nother story that I also talked about on one of my previous videos, but I'll probably do another video again about like how it all went down, like in actual details. I don't know, I'm still thinking about it. But at that point, my doctor was Durante, and I had asked him about this, and he had stated that it all depends on how you want your dip on your back. So the triangle will give you that dip at the end, that gives you that kind of like that heart shape. So it gives you that dip on there. Now the full back just gives you more of that shelf like. So one will be a shelf, one will be a slope, I guess. I guess that's the difference. I guess that's what he meant. But that's as much as he did explain to me. I don't know if he explained it right, or if you're able to understand. But I'm telling you exactly what he told me when I asked that question. Um. So somebody asked me, what state is the doctor in, and what recovery house did I use? My doctor was Dr. Harry, and he actually is in Miami. Um, well, at first it was Durante. He's also in Miami, but it was Durante, and then I switched to Dr. Harry. Did not use a recovery house. My recovery house, I'm sorry, my recovery house. My Airbnb was, I used an Airbnb, and my Airbnb was about 9 to 10 minutes away from New Life. So I was like right around the corner. And if there was traffic, it would be like 12 minutes. But it wasn't that far away. Um, so yeah, I preferred an Airbnb, guys, because like I said, recovery houses are too much of a hassle. Sometimes they're not what they say they are. Sometimes it's just a waste of money. You have to deal with being in a room with many other females that are in as much pain as you. You know, I don't feel like you're gonna get the full attention that you need when you are just getting out of a surgery, a serious surgery situation, because it is serious. That you could die from this surgery, which is the truth. It's just the simple truth. Do your research and you'll see that there's plenty of ways you can die from this surgery. So it, you know, it's a sensitive thing, and I'm not gonna risk it by, you know, being in some place where I'm not getting the full attention that I need. And not only that, but I might have some type of drama or problems or anything with the other females that might be in the room. So I don't know, that's just me. So I decided an Airbnb, and I decided that my fiance will take care of me, because who knows me better than the person that lives with me and is with me 24/7, literally 24/7, because we even work together. So who better than him to take care of me, which he did an amazing job. I love my fiance. He's my prince. I swear. I thought gods like that never existed, and my God is good. That's all I can say, because he sent me an amazing man. But anyways, moving on. What else? Next question is, what state is? Oh no, I already asked that. Okay. The next one is, what was my height and my weight before surgery? Yeah, that's what I guess that's before surgery and after surgery. So before surgery, I was 5'4". Uh, well, I'm still 5'4" because the surgery didn't do anything to my height. So I'm before surgery and after surgery, I'm 5'4". My BMI was 30, and my weight was 177. As of right now, I weighed myself this morning and I was 175. But I'm pretty sure that that is because that first week after surgery, which is a big no-no, guys, don't do what I did. But I was not eating. All I was doing was drinking Pediasures and drinking my vitamins, because Pediasure was the only thing that my stomach was able to accept at the moment. I don't know why. I don't know what got into me. But maybe it was because my CBD gummies, you know, were gone, because that was the one thing that was opening my appetite. But as soon as I stopped my CBD gummies, like, my appetite just closed up, and I did not want to eat anymore. So I was only eating Pediasures and drinking my vitamins and drinking water, you know, and Gatorade and stuff like that. But for some reason, I wasn't getting the correct nutrients I needed in my body that I would get from food, which caused me to be weak, which led to the situation I had when I fainted, because I was too weak. My hemoglobin was down pretty much, and yeah, I just pretty much didn't feed myself, which is something that you're not supposed to do. First, because you don't want to faint. Second, because it can actually affect your results on your BBL. You need to eat right. You have to eat right. That's just one of the main things. You just have to, like, that first day, they're gonna require you only to eat liquid food, so soup, and that's all you can eat the first 24 hours. After that, you're good to start eating solid food, but slowly, you know, like maybe some mashed potatoes, some mac and cheese, stuff that is really easy to chew. Then afterwards, you build it up. Some people can go straight in the first day into eating some Burger King, some McDonald's, some Wendy's, some Chick-fil-A, I don't know, whatever they feel like eating. But some people do that. I was not able to do that. I'm not one of those people. So yeah. um Another question is, have I had kids? No, I have not had kids. I have had 3 pregnancies, which all ended in miscarriages. Um, 2 of the pregnancies did leave me with some really dark stretch marks, which I don't see much of those stretch marks after I did the lipo thing. Like, I don't really see much. I still have stretch marks, don't get me wrong, but I don't see a lot of those stretch marks that I got from those two pregnancies. That gave me, like, I don't know. It's like my skin got stretchy, and I got dark marks on my stomach, and you know, it's from there. Um, what else? Hold on, let me see. Yeah, and also the reason why my skin probably looks like that or whatever, I don't know. Maybe it looks weird. This is why, I don't know. Maybe this is why somebody asked. Um, I don't find it weird. I actually like my stretch marks. They're like, you know, they're my battle wounds. They're showing me everything that I've gone through pretty much, and that's why I have them, and I appreciate them. And I'm not, you know, I don't feel bad about my stretch marks. But I also was overweight. I used to be like 200 pounds, probably more. So I used to be, okay, so I was in the depot shot, and the depot shot got me to gain a lot of weight. So I went to, uh, I gained weight to 200 pounds. Then I moved to Puerto Rico. When I moved to Puerto Rico, I decided to do exercise. So I went down on some weight, like very low. Like I ended up going as far as 140 pounds, I think it was. And then I gained weight again when I was a flight attendant. I gained some weight again, and I got up to 200 pounds again. And then last year, on my birthday around July, I decided to start doing the keto diet and start exercising and all that other stuff to lose some weight. That's when I decided to book my surgery and all that other stuff. And they told me I had to lose weight, so I decided to get on it and lose as much weight as I could, which I did. I lost 30 to 40 pounds. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have. I do have some loose skin on my stomach right now, but it's because I'm not healed completely. I still have swelling. And not only that, but maybe there might be some loose skin left over, but I might be able to work it out. If I am not able to work it out, then oh well. You know, I do want to be a mom eventually if God blesses me with a kid. So I'm not thinking about no tummy tugs or any of that stuff. So yeah. Next question would be, how far was my drive from Jacksonville? My far from my sorry. My drive from Jacksonville was from Jacksonville to Miami. It took 7 hours, and it was because of the traffic. Like, traffic in Miami is horrible. It's horrible. Like, horrible. I mean, it's a whole bunch of Latinos in Miami, so that explains it. I mean, us Latinos driving, we're crazy. It's just, we are crazy. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, it was 7 hours there, and I got out of Jacksonville like around 10:30 or so. So if you're from Jacksonville and you want to go to Miami to get your surgery, I was just leaving early in the morning, like early bird. Like, I'm talking about like 4 or 5, maybe 6 in the morning, the latest. You know, that's my advice to you. And when I came back, it only took us like 4 to 4.5 hours because there was absolutely no traffic. And we ended up going out of the Airbnb. Sorry, my mouth is dry. Give me 1 second. We decided to go be on our way and get out of the Airbnb by 4 in the morning, and that's what we did. And we hit no traffic. Like, it was a perfect time to go out. I'm sorry if my voice is scratchy or, you know, different. I'm literally sick. When I was staying at my sister-in-law's house, my grandma got sick. My sister-in-law got sick. Then me and my niece got sick, and then so on and so forth. And I'm still a little sick. So, but I'm back home. I'm back home now because I've been back home for like 3 days now, because I was staying there because I was getting help and, you know, stuff like that. But I'm better. I feel like I could be on my own, so decided to come back home because I miss my home. Even though I loved staying there, you know, they were great help. I love them very much. So what is the faja? Okay, is the faja and the boards that I use from New Life? Yes, the faja and the boards are from New Life, which, let me see if I can get you. Okay, so this is the foams that we get at New Life. It's just a normal square foam, and you only get one. And then you get, where's my app board? Then you get these 2 sideboards, which are pretty flexible. You get these 2 sideboards, which go, this big part goes on the bottom in your faja, and you pretty much leave it on the side. When you do the compression, it gives you that that shape, you know. Then you have the board, which this one is also from New Life. It's hard, like I was explaining on the other video. There's one padded side. That's the side that goes into your stomach, not into your stomach. Well, on your stomach, and then there's the hard part that faces outward. But I use this foam for something different. Now, this foam, I decided to use it to make the back part so I wouldn't retain that much fluid. I was not trying to spend no more money on backboards. I'm not trying to spend money on none of that because I already spent enough money. And the headache that Dr. Durante made me go through, you know, it cost me a lot of money. Let's just say that, like a lot of money, and I spent a lot more money than I had planned and that I had saved up. So, anyways, yeah, that's a whole different drama right there. But anyways, I decided to use this 360 foam, which comes in my Curvy Gal Recovery Ultimate Recovery box. It looks like it's dirty, but it's clean, guys. I promise. Um, so I will put this on my stomach, and then I will put the boards on top, the ab boards, and then the side boards. The side boards, I stopped using them like at the 2 weeks and a half mark. The side boards, because I feel like they weren't doing a difference, which they weren't, but I still put them on once in a while because I don't know. I feel like maybe it is doing a difference. I don't know why I do it. I just get bored, I guess. But I put this on because it is 360 and it does do a completely even compression 360 all around, which helps me not have indentations from as if I would have had three of this like most people do, that they put one here sideways, and one here forward. I would still have like small little indentations in between those three little foams, which I didn't want, so I decided to use the Curvy Gal 360 lipo foam. And I decided to use this foam since they only gave me one. I couldn't do that little foam thing anyways because they only gave me one. I grabbed this foam and I will put it into a triangle. So I will put this end with end, see? So you make this right here, see? So you have four. You just bend it this way and you grab the end, and then you're gonna grab this end and you're gonna twist it to the other end, and here you have a triangle, see, that you will put this tip right here will go literally like right on your butt crack, like right on it, like that little triangle part of your butt crack where your butt crack starts and your butt cheeks. That's where you will put it, and then you will put your faja on it because that will give you that compression on that top, that lower part that retains most of the fluids, and it will also try to help you with that curvy shape. So that's just a cheap option if you are interested in doing that. Also, on my bobby pillow, this is my bobby pillow, guys. On my bobby pillow, it started to get flat. This is the one that came with a Curvy Gal package. I don't know if it's because it's cheap or I don't know, maybe I've been using it too much, or it's just because of my weight, things wear and tear, it's normal. But I decided to get a neck pillow, the ones that you use in the airplane or when you're traveling, and I put it in here, like one leg to the one of these little legs to the other side, and one to the other side, and then it goes like this, see? Like this, now it has a higher part, and that's a part I put under my thigh, so it gives me more elevation when I'm trying to sit down. But anyways, let's move on. How are my massages? My first 5 to 6 massages were hell. Honestly, they were very painful. Mostly right here on the side. I'm very tender on this side. I'm still very, very tender all around, but mostly on this sides. They were bad until like the 5th or the 6th. I got 4 massages in New Life, which I felt were worthless massages because some I felt like weren't doing their job. Some I felt that were way too rough. And another one, I felt that she was doing what she was supposed to. It was just my fault, because like I said, I wasn't eating right. I was only drinking Pediasures and stuff like that, and then I was weak. So I got dizzy, and she couldn't really do anything but put me in the little compression machine. But yeah, so they were good. My first 5 to 6 massages were bad, but good. And then my fifth massages and forward, I got them done with Miranda from Jacksonville. Which, if you're in Jacksonville, you're looking for a lymphatic draining massage therapist. I have an amazing one that has molded me so good. I still have more massages to go. I have gotten 11 massages so far, but I want to get more massages just because that's what's going to help me mold. Not only is going to help me mold, but it's going to help with the recovery and the swelling and the pain to go down and the skin to bounce back to its normal position, I guess. But she will start with my massages from my feet all the way up. And then she will not massage my butt. She will massage my whole back, and then she will massage like around about like right here, and then of course on my little area, my little fupa area, she will squeeze it. When she will like put all of that liquid that she gathered around like here, because she will like gather, like I will feel the liquid in my body like slipping to the front. Like when I felt that, she will put it in the fupa, and then she will like squeeze, like massages and squeeze out, and it will come out like the liquid, the fluids will come out the little incision that I had right here. That was the only incision that would drain. So yeah, but apart from that, then after that, like I actually wanted her to touch me. Like right now, I want a massage. Like I want her to touch me and like rough me out and like mold me, because it's like my body actually wants that. Like it's craving that relaxation that those massages give you. But yeah, how did I use the restroom? This is something that I did explain on my last video as well. When I use the restroom, we fold the towel into like a cylinder kind of shape, put it under my thighs, and then just do my business. And like I said at the beginning, I figured a way. Before, I was using the Go-Go Girl urinal, and which is this right here. Let me see if I can tell you. Is this right here? It's a urinal that you put on your hoo-ha, so you can actually do your pee whenever you have to. So yeah, that's pretty much how we use the restroom. How was the overall process this far? So my process has been, it's a roller coaster, guys. There's my days where, well, actually, I am not gonna lie. Like my first week and a half or so to 2 weeks or so, I went into like this small kind of like depression state, I want to say. Um, which I'm thinking about making a video specifically on that, because it's something that a lot of you dolls might actually be going through or actually end up going through. So I am gonna make a video on that, just because it's a lot. It's something that not a lot of people talk about, that post-op depression that people do tend to go about. But apart from that, I have loved every day when I wake up and I see my results. I love them. I love them more each day. My booty's starting to get jiggly and more natural, which I love. My weight, but it's still snatched. But yeah, I'm loving the whole process so far, and each day I see better and better and better. And this is a journey that you have to have a lot of patience for, a lot of patience for, and you just have to trust the process and believe that you're gonna be fine, and just take care of your recovery, because it's 50-50, 50 your doctor and 50 of how you take care of your recovery. Okay, so take care of that recovery by taking all the vitamins you need to take, doing staying compressed, making sure you stretch, making sure you walk, a whole bunch of different lists of things that you need to do, which I've explained them over and over a time. So it's a whole bunch of stuff, which also I'm gonna try to That's another thing I forgot to say. I am going to try to give you some tips, at least a few tips that I wrote down on how to help that fat, that new transferred fat to survive, how to help it to survive a little bit more, and from what I've experienced, and of course, how to help that recovery just speed it up, you know? So yeah, let's see. What else? What else? I think that's the only questions that I actually had. Yeah. Yep, that's pretty much what I had. So right now I am going to go ahead and tell you the things that you are going to need. I would not go out and buy a whole bunch of stuff. Like there's a lot of YouTubers because this was me. There's a lot of YouTubers that will tell you to grab this, grab this, and grab that. And at the end of the day, I didn't use half of the stuff that I bought. I only used a few things, which I have right here. I'm going to try to show you and name a few things. But I think this is all that I needed, honestly. Of course, and one thing that I'm going to say right now before I forget, of course, you need a backpack for surgery, you know, so you can actually have all this stuff with you whenever you need them and when you walk around and etc. So you can take all the stuff you need, okay? Okay, so when it comes to, let me grab this. Okay. Okay, so let me see if I can sit down. I'm gonna try to sit down. For that, hopefully this works. And it worked. Okay, so things that you're gonna need for your BBL will be your fajas. Faja is something very important. Now, as far as fajas, you're gonna need 2 fajas for stage 1. You're gonna need 2 fajas for stage 2, and you're gonna need 2 fajas for stage 3. The reason why I say this is because you're supposed to wear your faja 24/7, and there's some people. Now, there's some people. Oh, give me 1 second.